It is not an overstatement to say that in the past couple of years, right-wing proto-fascist politics have been on the rise globally and permeating into popular discourse. Election results in Hungary, Brazil and US are all reminders that progressives cannot be complacent in the fight against nationalist ideologies. And culture is a very big part of that. Since the birth of video games communities, certain politics have definitely settled in, more often than not, though they were hierarchical, meritocratic, consumerist, verging on oppressive. In 2017, video games have overtaken the film industry in profit, so we have a huge responsibility here. Let me start with theory and then I have to practice. According to writer Chris Hedges, Antonio Gramsci deviated from the Marxist belief that the inherent contradictions of capitalism would themselves usher in socialism. Revolution would only be achieved when the masses had gained enough consciousness to exert personal autonomy and see through the stereotypes and narratives disseminated by the dominant culture. The passive consumers of mass culture see the world not as it is, but as it is interpreted for them. Stephen Duncan writes that no culture, however, is completely hegemonic. Even under most advanced systems of control, there are pockets of what Gramsci and later Stuart Hall called counter-hegemonic cultures, ways of thinking and doing that have revolutionary potential because they run counter to the dominant power. For Gramsci, these cultures might be located in traditional peasant beliefs or the shop floor culture of industrial workers. For Hall, they might be found in youth subcultures of pop music. The activist's job is to identify and exploit these cultural pockets, build a radical counterculture within the shell of the old society, and wage the struggle for a new cultural hegemony. Here in the UK, this counter-hegemonic culture can be identified in explicitly anti-fascist football clubs like Clapton and CFC. Can we expect an anti-fascist esports team soon? Only by combining our activism with popular entertainment can we begin to challenge the settled liberal trends that tend to ignore the threats that can so easily begin to take shape. The left's technophobia, primitivism and general judgment has allowed unsavory politics to take root in gaming. We must explicitly challenge that. Our politics don't have to be preachy, they have to be fun. Politics of seduction is a very under-discussed strand of progressive organizing, and it would be fantastic to see gaming at the forefront of that. You just watched Left Up with me, Mariam Djgalita. I'll see you next week. No pasarán. Bye.